ECDL Advanced PowerPoint Lesson 39 Action Buttons. This is the beginning of Section 5, which is the topic on slideshows. We're going to look at action buttons and hyperlinks, then we're going to move on to custom shows, slide transitions, timings, and how to set up a slideshow. Okay, so let's start. Action buttons can be added to allow rapid and easy navigation between slides during the presentation using hyperlinks. Action buttons also allow movement to other presentations, files, websites, and various other destinations. We're starting with the training presentation from your data area, and the first thing we want to do is to save it as Training 2. Next, select Slide 4, the Open Learning Guide. To create an action button that links to Slide 7, go to the Home tab, and in the Shapes section, go for the More button, and then right at the bottom we'll find action buttons, one of which is the one for getting information. Next, click and then drag the shape of the button on the bottom left-hand side of the slide. At that point, the Action Settings dialog box appears. Ensure that the mouse click tab is selected. Click the Hyperlink to option, and then scroll down the drop-down list and select Slide, which has 3 dots after it. We're then given a list of slides, and we're going to select Slide 7, where to get more information. At that point, press OK, and then OK again to close the dialog box. If we now click the Slideshow tab and select From Current Slide, we will see the slide as it will appear in the presentation. If we then click on the Information Action button, it takes us directly to Slide 7. And if we then click to get to the end of the slideshow, and then exit. So what we see there is the presentation will continue from its new position. There's no automatic return to the original slide. Okay, with Slide 7 displayed in normal view, we want to draw a custom action button, and this is going to link to a separate presentation. So again, Home, the More button from Shapes, and this time we're going to go for an action button blank. We're going to set it up. We're going to put it down in the left-hand corner, and in the Action Settings dialog box we're going to find another PowerPoint presentation, and at that stage we want to click the CIA seminar presentation, and then OK. Make sure that Hyperlink to Slide shows Slide 1, and then click OK. Then click OK to create the link, and with the button selected, let's call it CIA, and resize accordingly. Now, if we view the slideshow, if you click on the CIA action button, it will take us directly to the CIA training presentation. And if we click through, as we end the CIA show, we're returned to the Training 2 show. If we now go to Slide 5, this time we're going to draw a document action button. This is going to link to a Word document. So again, Home, the More button from the Shape section. This time we want a document action button, and we're going to put it over there in the bottom left-hand corner. Within the action settings, Hyperlink to, Other File, choose the sample file from the data area, then click OK to close. Next, let's add the text sample to the sample button and resize the button accordingly. If we now run the show and we click on the sample button, it will open the Word document that we are linking to. Okay, let's close that. If we right-click on the sample button and select Edit Hyperlink, we can remove the hyperlink from an action button by selecting None in the Action on Click section and then clicking OK. So now if we were to run this, it would no longer have the hyperlink attached to it. Another alternative would be to right-click on the button and select Remove Hyperlink. Hyperlinks can also be applied to text or graphical objects. You don't always have to use action buttons. Display slide 7 and select the text information. Display the Insert tab. Click Link, which you'll find in the Links group. Make sure the existing file or web page is selected on the left, and in the address box type in www.ciatraining.co.uk, and in the text to display type the word information. Then press OK. As you can see, the text information is now displayed in a different colour to indicate it as a hyperlink. So let's run the show from slide 7. Slideshow from current slide. Let's click on information, and this will take us direct to the CIA training webpage. Okay, I've closed the browser window. I want to end the slideshow, and what I'd like you to do is to save the presentation but leave it open. Okay, I hope that's made some sense. I look forward to seeing you next time.